written. It said, Egypt, we looked at you. Now look at what we're doing in Madison, Wisconsin. Take a look at this crowd. Turn around and look at yourselves. Thousands and thousands and thousands. They have come from across this state. And we have come to say one thing. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. There is no such thing as a private worker. There is no such thing as a public worker. There is a worker. And when a worker is threatened with pay cuts, healthcare cuts, pension cuts, and the theft of their collective bargaining rights, it is not an opportunity, a privilege to stand with that worker. It is a moral responsibility as a human being. Please stand with workers. Last night, members of the union that represents my daughter's teacher decided that today would be a teaching moment. And Madison Teachers Incorporated walked out of the schools and to the Capitol of this state. Beautiful. But even more beautiful, when I came up to my Capitol today, this morning, I saw the students from East High School walking up East Washington Avenue. The students following their teachers. They came from the East. They came from the West. Thousands of students. They came from the UW in red and white, marching to their capital. And then the children came from the elementary schools to stand with their teachers. And I saw a preschool kid with a t-shirt, and on it, it said, Scott Walker, it's time for your timeout. I just want to say something very quick here, because a lot of you have brought your children out tonight. And if Scott Walker thinks that any Wisconsin parent would bring a child to a dangerous place, he is more of a fool than I thought. There is no danger here. There is no threat. There is no violence. This is a peaceful protest for the redress of grievances as is outlined in the Constitution of the United States. And I want you to know this, kids. This is for the children, not so much for the adults. The 4-year-olds, the 5-year-olds, the 6-year-olds, the 7-year-olds, the 8-year-olds, the high school kids, I hope you will remember this. We will be gone someday, but when you are in your 80s, when you are in your 90s, I want you to say to your children and grandchildren, I was there. I was there when we marched as our ancestors marched, when Abraham Lincoln called young men from Dodge County, from Iowa County, from Grant County, from Rock County, from Dane County, sin of slavery in the cause of something they called union. Tell them you marched as Dr. King did. On the night before he died in Memphis, Tennessee, with sanitation workers, members of AFSCME, to protect their collective bargaining rights, Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Labor rights are civil rights." Teacher came here tonight, and remember, if you're going in the Capitol, and I want to tell you something, you're going in the Capitol. If you're going in the Capitol, because in about 15 minutes, maybe less, the Joint Finance Committee is going to vote on this bill. No, this is our moment, because it's our Capitol. We get to communicate. If you're going in the Capitol, you take that stick off your sign, and then you hold up a sign, no matter what it says, with pride in this message. Martin Luther King Jr., Memphis, 1968. WEAC, AFT, MTI, AFSCME, firefighters, police fighters, public workers, Madison, 2011. Bob Marley said it best. When you are in a struggle, there's only one thing you can do. Get up. Stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up. Stand up.